Deep within East Africa's Great Rift Valley lies a landscape so caustic it can strip flesh from bone. Lake Natron is a toxic cauldron of sodium carbonate, boiling temperatures, and deadly alkaline sludge. Yet here, in a hellscape where most life perishes instantly, 3 million lesser flamingos gather to perform a miracle. Their skin is covered in tough, leathery scales that act as natural armor against water strong enough to burn human flesh. Their upside-down bills contain sophisticated filtering comb structures, straining microscopic spirulina algae from the burning broth. Before life can begin here, the entire flock must sync their heartbeats in a spectacular dance of thousands. This synchronized parade triggers hormone cycles across the colony, ensuring every chick hatches at the exact same moment. The females construct elevated mud islands. These raised pillars keep their precious eggs just inches above the lethal boiling water. Surrounded by a moat of toxic brine, the nest is virtually impenetrable to land predators. Isolation is their greatest defense. Midday temperatures on the mudflats reach over 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The parents must take turns fanning their eggs continuously. After 28 days of relentless thermal defense, a soft gray chick breaks through the crust of its shell. The parents nourish their newborns with crop milk, a bright red, nutrient-dense fluid produced inside their own digestive tracts. Within days, the chicks leave the elevated safety of their nests to join hundreds of thousands of their peers. This colossal nursery, known as a creche, is guarded by a few designated adults while the rest fly off to forage. The parents must undertake daily 30-mile journeys to find freshwater springs where they can drink and rinse the salt from their feathers. Without fresh water to purge accumulated salt crystals, their feathers would become so weighed down they would lose the ability to fly. But season after season, nature threatens to disrupt this fragile cycle. Unpredictable weather strikes the basin. An unexpected flash flood sweeps down the escarpment, rapidly submerging the mud islands and threatening the creche. Safety relies entirely on collective unity. The dense nursery huddles into a tight shield to withstand the rushing currents. When the waters recede as fast as they came, a new, insidious danger emerges from the drying mud. Rapid evaporation coats the chicks' lower legs in thick, heavy shackles of crystallized salt. Left unchecked, these boots become fatal weights. The adults begin an epic forced march, guiding thousands of vulnerable chicks toward the freshwater wetlands miles away. In the fresh mountain runoff, the deadly salt shackles dissolve away, granting the young birds a second chance at life. As the creche nears the shore, opportunistic hunters stalk the margins. The marabou stork, the scavenger of the salt flats. With a 9-foot wingspan and dagger-like beak, this giant bird searches for any chick that lags behind the group. The adult sentinels turn to face the threat, flaring bright carmine wings in a formidable collective display of defense. Intimidated by the sudden wall of brilliant color and noise, the intruder retreats into the heat haze. As weeks pass, the young feed directly on the spirulina-rich waters. The carotenoid pigments begin transforming their gray down into delicate pink. Their flight feathers mature. Instinct urges them to test the desert thermal currents rising from the baked basin floor. Running across the surface of the caustic lagoon, they build momentum, seeking speed against the thermal updrafts. In a moment of pure triumph, gravity yields. The next generation takes to the skies above Lake Natron. From above, the lake resembles an abstract masterpiece, a canvas painted by ancient geology and extreme life. Gliding past all Doinio Lengai, the mountain of God, they master the winds that carry them across the Rift Valley. As twilight settles, the harshness of the desert softens into breathtaking tranquility. They touch down at neighboring alkaline lakes, fully integrated into the grand nomad circuit of East Africa. In 3 years, these fledglings will wear the intense crimson robes of maturity, ready to return and continue the ancient cycle. For millions of years, this geological cradle has tested life at its absolute limits, forging unimaginable adaptations. Where ordinary species see toxic wasteland, the saltweaver sees a sanctuary. By mastering one of Earth's most hostile environments, the lesser flamingo has turned a deadly chemical cauldron into a cradle of life. Their existence is a striking testimony to nature's resilience, proof that life finds a way even in the most unforgiving corners of our planet. As long as the soda springs bubble and the sun bakes the rift, the saltweavers will dance upon the burning waters. A fragile masterpiece of endurance, written in salt and pink flame.